Oh, okay. So, hello everybody, and welcome to Melody of the Maelstrom, where a bunch of real-life bards play Dungeons and Dragons. Before we roll the starting titles, we do have a few sponsors that we need to shout out. And because I rolled very, very poorly today, today the ad read is going to be done in the voice of Stu, everybody's favorite Australian bard who has a deep love for potatoes. What did I say? Did I say bard? No, he's a druid. Yeah, shush, everybody. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm not infallible. All right. I'm talking to the voices in my head then. All right. So, thank you to our first sponsor, D&D Beyond. Do you want to have all your? Oh my God, I can't read. Do you want to have all your resources conveniently in one place? And do you hate math? Look no further. D&D Beyond has all of the digital resources you could possibly need, including books, potatoes, dice, and the ability to homebrew to your heart's content. Our second sponsor is FX May Vary, an awesome band from Newmarket, Ontario, who specialise in making sure you always have your daily prescription for hard rock. Be sure to check out their music on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you're most comfortable listening to your favourite tunes. And follow their Facebook and other socials for show dates and announcements. Their newest song, Torn, was just voted as one of the top 21 independent songs of 2024 by XRP Radio, and is available to stream wherever you prefer listening to music. And as always, individual effects and potatoes may vary. There's also our Patreon, where we have every tier for every level of generosity. This one includes being shouted out at the end of all Diabear games, and another includes voice acting lessons with one of the talented players in our network of games. And potatoes. Finally, we have merch. Do you want a sweater, a shirt, a signed potato, or maybe even a mouse pad with that awesome Diabear logo? Be sure to check out the Pride section of our merch store as well. Even though it's no longer Rainbow Month, we will always show our colors. We also have t-shirts, sweaters and sweatpants, stickers and tank tops. So go ahead and check out our merch page where we can get you whatever your heart desires. And now that I've completely botched that and have a hankering for potatoes, we're going to roll the title credits. Hello, everyone. Me again. The last we left off, the party got to the city, which they found had been completely burned and just left in smoke and ash. And after investigating, they realized that a lot of these people had died in their homes without being able to escape or do anything about the fiery carnage that consumed them. After investigating further, they found themselves inside of an old church, which was really the only still building that was still standing. And after some investigation, they found a secret tunnel underneath the altar, which led underneath a very large tree that was still standing but very burnt in the center of town. Underneath this tree, they found a small, perfectly circular cavern with a very large knot just kind of in the very center of the room. And after figuring out that if everyone in the party sang, the knot opened up and revealed a violin, which is one of the instruments of fate. And that is precisely where we left off.
So I'll turn to everybody and say, all right, after a great deal of hardship, we finally made some damn progress.
Agreed.
Now, hopefully we can safeguard this
Bahamut's
one.
blessings.
Thank you, Domino. Now, hopefully we can safeguard this one significantly better than the horn. Anybody have any ideas for protecting it?
Well, why don't we put it in your backpack?
Well, for now, until we find a more secure location, I would be honored to be the bearer of this sacred relic. And I will add... Which one was this? The vial?
This is the violin.
Right. The violin of the breeze. So I will add that to my inventory. And say, alright, after infiltrating this long dark hole, we should pull out.
Really.
I only started laughing because I saw your face as soon as he said it.
We definitely didn't make any crass jokes about infiltrating this hole the first time
No.
around.
Not at all. None whatsoever.
Disappointments, all of you.
Shame.
I feel none about this specific type of thing.
None. I feel no shame about this specific thing that I just said. I do feel some shame about other things, but that's a completely different point.
So yes, we will. Well, one last look around. Are there any other passages, caverns, exits, other than the one that we entered through?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just a perfectly spherical chamber at the end of the tunnel.
All right. Does anybody have anything else that they need to accomplish here?
Not that I can think of.
Then let us abscond in the night without a word. This is what you do after you pull out of the secret tunnel.
That's the middle of the day.
Damn! Alright, let's get out of this fucking hole.
Right? Before he makes any more jokes.
We've already got one character that got in trouble for not calling afterwards.
Yeah, don't be me. Just don't.
Noted.
One of the last times I was in a dark hole, I left something behind, and now I've got 3 kids.
Well, let's leave nothing behind then.
Right?
Are we good?
With that, we pack up our shit and leave.
Bailey, make sure you didn't leave anything behind.
I'm pretty sure I didn't spill anything this... Oh shit, I watered the knot.
You did water the nut. You're gonna have...
No.
In 9 months, you're gonna have treants.
3 of them. Tree ants.
Fits.
Now that I think about it, we did leave Nix's stretcher there. I'm going to say I bring the stretcher, just to make sure that Domino gets his rope back.
Okay. You can also disassemble a stretcher. There's...
Good thinking.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm going to break it down and give Domino his rope back. I assume I can do that while we're walking. It's fairly simplistic.
You can absolutely do that.
Alright, so back out to the city proper.
Okay, so you guys make your way back out into the church, passing and hopefully collecting Fidget, but if I recall correctly, he rolled a natural 20 for stealth, and he has disappeared into the fucking ether.
Yeah, we got no clue where he is.
Not one,
So,
but 2 natural 20s.
Perhaps not, actually. So, you guys make your way out into the church, and Fidget is currently nowhere to be seen.
We should probably wait for Fidget to reappear or come back or whatever from wherever he is.
Maybe we should put a bell on him.
Of everyone here,
I
I
mean,
feel
if he
like
rolls good enough stealth, the bell's just gonna go silent.
Fidget is the most likely to handle being alone briefly, and if nothing else, perhaps he can do some scouting.
That's true.
Perhaps he's already doing so. He is so hard to find.
Well, I mean, he's so tiny.
Itty bitty guy. Big minotaur.
Just a little dude.
um,
Oh.
I would like to go out and take one last look and listen for any signs of survivors, any indication, even of like as we're venturing out of the city, like any indication of like footprints leading away from the city that might indicate a direction that survivors traveled, anything like that. If that's something I can
Okay.
still try.
I mean, did you get far into that back room
Yeah,
before we Domino and I found the
Yeah, it was the bleached skeletal remains, which was odd in and of itself, of what you must assume to be the high priest of this chapel.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember.
It's all good.
Okay, so you step out of the church, and the first thing that you notice is that when you stepped into the church, it was a relatively normal day. It was slightly overcast. You guys could see like shafts of sunlight that were coming through the clouds. And now, if you look up, it is just black, roiling clouds above all of you.
Oh, well, that looks familiar.
Damn. Anyone object to a hasty retreat?
Not at all.
Seems wise.
Live to fight another day and such.
With that, I nod to the group and start leading a quick time, double speed exit from the city.
Okay, so you step out of the door, and immediately you can see lightning just kind of crackling just inside of the clouds, so you can see the reflections of the light just kind of punctuate those black, continuously moving clouds before a bolt of lightning seems to gather itself just at the point of one of the clouds before it arcs downwards from the sky onto the ground. But the moment it hits the ground, it doesn't dissipate. And as this sparkling ball of energy just kind of sizzles there for a second, you can like hear it as it just completely like twists and arcs energy off of it. An arm, fully encapsulated, like with a hand, like reaches up out of the sphere and grabs onto the ground before another arm launches itself out of the sphere and grabs onto the ground again before these shoulders pull themselves up out of this ball of lightning, and a head with this jagged top appears, and just there's no mouth, it's just an open O of a hole as whatever the fuck this is pulls itself up out of the ground and starts launching itself towards you. And it doesn't run, it doesn't walk, it seems to apparate like very quickly between spaces. So 1 second it's here, 1 second it's there, 1 second it's there, and then the next second it's right in front of your face. And I need everybody to roll initiative for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
I just need my token because I'm not on that screen.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put you guys on the screen.
Oh, so it's not so bad
Okay,
looking.
please remember to drag and drop your tokens and click on it before you roll for initiative, or I will have to come to your house and punch you while you're sleeping.
Why doesn't my token look like that? I'm so confused.
I would say you don't know where I live, but you do. But you can't get in because we locked the door.
Or I'm gonna write a nasty worded letter to. Yeah, I'm gonna write a nasty worded letter. So there. Why is this not working? Oh, because I'm on the wrong freaking layer. Okay.
So that's the tree. Is this the chapel?
Let's say this is the chapel. Also, for anyone who is joining us the first time, we do apologize. You cannot see the map, only we can. We are. Oh no! Yeah, this is the chapel. Look at that.
Hey.
Hey.
And yes,
It's like I planned it.
I am planning to figure out how to get the map on the stream at some point soon, but
Yes, we are
that
working
takes
on it.
time.
It's just we don't have it currently. So
I have
we
to excuse myself for a moment.
We're gonna describe everything as best as we possibly can. Yeah. Okay.
So if I just
Yeah, why
exited,
does your
then
token look like
what does the what look like? What? Oh,
that?
my
Why does
token.
your token
Yeah,
look like
I don't know. It's cool
that?
though.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get your other one. Actually, I'm just gonna go grab everybody's. Because that seems
Yeah, I
like a
can't.
good
I don't
idea.
know how to grab the token.
Whilst we are waiting. Does anybody want to do some hold music?
Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line.
Very, very random.
Sorry about that.
Your call is important to us. Please hold until an operator is available.
Oh, I rolled a 12, by the way.
Did you click on your token?
No, because I don't have roll.
Why? All right, it's fine.
He
Because
doesn't have access to roll 20.
I keep forgetting to go back and sign into it, and
As
so
long as you feel shame.
I do.
Its computer is
I do.
also like 200 years old, so I
My
don't know if it
computer's
could
brand new,
run.
it just has no memory. I gotta get it. I gotta get an external for it.
As long as you feel shame. Shame. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family.
Well, you know, they probably deserve it.
Oh, jeez. Now you just trying to that. I don't know. Domino, what'd you get?
19.
Okay, let me just add your turn. And then I think we're good to go. Ciao. All right. So, first up in the initiative order is Nyx, surprisingly. Okay, so she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And no, she can do both of those things. She's going to attack twice and then bonus action turn into a bear, because that sounds smart. She's gonna be smart for once in her life.
It's about time.
Both of those hit. Nice. Okay, so she takes 2 huge swings with her great axe, and as it passes through the center of it, it seems to catch on something, and then as it pushes through, there's like this little tinge of electricity that seems to arc away from the center of the being of whatever this is. And then she's going to turn into a bear. And whilst I get her token, that makes it Domino's turn.
Very good. 2 swings with my. I'll move.
So Nyx is going to be occupying that space. I just need to grab her token.
You can move over here, though.
Beautiful. All right. 2 swings with my longsword.
Absolutely.
How about a modified 19 and a modified 17?
Both of those hit.
What size is this?
This is a large creature.
Very good. Okay, so modified 9 damage and modified 15 damage for a total of 24.
Very
Dang.
nice.
Okay. So as your sword passes through the center of this thing, you can feel the electricity kind of arcing along the blade, and the handle, like not the handle, the grip of your sword heats up the tiniest bit. This thing is made of pure lightning. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, that makes it Parenthesar. That makes it your turn.
Yes, I got roll 20 up, but I can't use it.
Okay.
So, yeah, sorry. I didn't realize I had it so I could just sign in. So, yeah.
Sure. What would you like to do?
All right, I am going to move. I'm going to move. It's like right here in front of us, right?
It's right in front. You're about 20 feet away from it right now.
All right, I'm going to go with Eldritch Blast.
Pew pew.
With the lasers.
Also,
With the lasers.
For the fidget that has joined us, can you roll initiative for me, good sir?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
nat
guys.
20. 24.
Nice.
All right, so
I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the crit will hit. I'm not certain.
Oh, wow. Fidget
yeah, it's
immediately
a
gets to
critical
go
hit.
next.
I get to roll 2d10.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that is 15 damage
That's
I
fine.
appreciate you so much.
for that first one.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Let me just double check that. Yeah, sorry. For the next one, 23. So I got a 19
Yep, that hits
plus
too.
4. And that is 4 damage.
Oh my god, I didn't roll initiative for the fucking monster.
I was wondering about that.
Okay. Well, we'll deal with that when we get to it.
It's okay. You've had a long day.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
We had to vote.
If you guys went through just 2 or 3 rounds, and it's like, is this thing gonna just stand there and take it? It's like, oh,
I was going to ask about it at the end of the round.
well.
I literally
Okay.
noticed it about 10
Laying
seconds
there
before
like,
you
eh.
did.
Oops. All right. All right, Balthazar, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, Fidget, that makes it your turn.
Awesome. While Roll20 reloads, can someone give me the skinny of what I've missed thus far?
Mute yourself and zoom.
You got it.
Yes, we pulled out of the deep dark hole with the vial, the vial of the breeze, and as soon as we check, a violin is a vial. They're the same.
Mm?
No.
They're incredibly close to the same.
Oh my god.
And vials are actually in the book
That's like
for
saying Trump
things that you
combo.
can add to your inventory. Anyways, the violin. We took the violin, the magic violin,
remember
and
that.
as soon as we absconded from the chapel, a lightning creature attacked us. So it's
Okay.
also extremely dark and stormy.
A lightning creature
Yes.
Yes.
A creature of lightning.
of lightning.
It appears to be some type of elemental lightning creature.
Do elementals take psychic damage?
I don't
Uh-huh.
know. I
I
don't
guess
know
we're
if
gonna
you
find
know.
out. I guess we're gonna find out right now. Okay,
Let's find
here
out.
we go. Yeah, let's. Okay, I'm going to. All right. Is anything on fire?
Not yet.
Great. So I'm gonna. I can move 25 feet. Pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. And I'm going
That was 6.
to. Oh, is it?
You also bamfed through a wall, my friend.
1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. There we go. 1. Where did that go? All right. We'll do it again. And I'm going to throw some knives.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully they do something.
That's always the hope.
Oh,
That would be ideal if I could just hit something and do damage. That would chef's kiss. That would be that's the dream.
right. I thought that's what we were supposed to. Okay, here we go. I open up the wrong fidget. Here we go.
Ha!
Go.
Oh,
No!
that's a natural 1.
Yay!
Wait, but isn't he coming out of
Absolutely
stealth?
frozen right in the
Isn't he
face.
coming out of stealth? Should he not have advantage if he was stealthed?
I will allow it.
Thank you. Let's see if I roll 2 in a row.
Only
Yay!
because you rolled 2 crits in order to stealth. That's the only reason I allowed it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, past
Much
me.
better.
Okay, 21.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, cool. So that's my first hit.
Okay, but you don't get
So,
advantage on your
second-
second attack.
I'm not gonna bite the hand that feeds. We're good. We're good. 16.
16 just hits.
Okay, cool. So now I'll roll damage.
Gonna roll damage.
So that's I'm at 1. My God.
It was gonna happen
That's-
eventually.
30 damage for both.
Okay. Roll 20's like, oh, you had advantage? Yeah, you're rolling a 1 anyway. Screw you.
Yep.
Okay,
At least
so
it was
both
just on a d6.
impact the center mass of this thing, and then immediately reappear in your hands. And as it recoils, you definitely know you did succeed in doing damage to it.
Okay.
Bavidius. Oh no, sorry. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna attempt to hide with my bonus action.
Of course you are.
22.
Yeah. Let me just see how royally mucked I am. All right. I don't think I can. I can't beat that. I'm incapable of beating that. So yeah, I
Good to
can't
know.
see you. It's focused on other things. It's got a big angry cow in front of it. Okay.
Ooh.
Speaking of
And I'm
which,
very tiny.
Bavidius,
Motherfucker, move.
I would.
Motherfucker.
I'm going to carefully, with the wind lance drawn, move around here. Does this give me flanking position with Nyx?
Technically, yes.
Or would I have to be here? This works?
No, she's occupying both of those squares,
Yeah.
so technically, yes.
Cool. So I move over here to get flanking. I'm going to take my first attack with Great Weapon Master, so there's a -5 to this attack. And it is at advantage. For bam. So that's 15 to hit.
15 just misses.
Okay. And the second attack. Wow, only a 13. So yeah, I think Bovidius comes positions himself and sees where everybody else has been striking, but something about the way that the lightning's moving maybe is just throwing him off a little bit, and he misses that center mass. So I'm going to action surge,
Okay.
and I'm going to try this again.
Because I'm going to hit you whether you like it or not.
Fuck, another 15.
Nope.
And finally, a 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. That's 10 slashing damage. And because it is literally made of lightning, am I able to add a charge to my Wind Lance?
No, but we'll come
Okay.
to that.
Cool.
We'll get there.
So that is...
I'm going to assume that this weapon counts as magical. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It is an uncommon magic item. And...
Whoa, what did I do? I hit a button and my screen went, uh-oh.
Oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh. Everything's fine. Okay. Randall, that makes it your turn while I figure out what in the 9 hells I just
Alrighty.
click. Fixed it. Okay. I
I'll
don't know what I
first,
did, but
first cast spiritual weapon.
convenient purple square is convenient.
Just over there. Get out of my brain.
No.
Where is put this damn thing?
Never.
A 19 to hit
And it hits. Yep.
for 11 force damage.
Okay.
And then I will also toll the dead. For wow.
Wisdom.
Yeah,
save?
wisdom saving throw. That's brutal.
Those are only d8s. Oh, never mind. I see it.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9. Is that good enough?
That's a fail, I'm afraid. It's only 5 necrotic damage.
Well, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
I am aware.
Speaking of bad things, though, is that your turn?
No.
Say no.
You have to finish your turn eventually.
Well,
It's
this
like
is
magic where you can just tap lands for like 3
No.
hours.
I don't like
this-
magic.
Is this like a doorway right here?
Yeah, this,
right
I'm
in
going to
front?
say this is the doorway. Oh, hang on.
Whoop. I'm gonna go over here then.
Is that your turn?
My turn.
Yes. All right, cool. Let's do some cool shit.
Let the murder begin.
Let the murder
Lightning
begin.
explosion.
Who doesn't love good explosions?
Cool. I'm gonna say that all of
He
you
exploded.
can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna say that all of you can see it. So I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I refuse.
All right.
I'm gonna be
well,
grateful until I roll.
That's too bad.
It's a
Right.
24.
Does a 16 save?
No, unfortunately, that just fails.
Ugh.
Oh, I failed. I rolled a 7 altogether.
I got a 21.
Okay.
19.
Do I have that thing yet? I don't think I have the thing yet.
Evasion is a level 6 feature, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Let me double check.
You should have
essentially this.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'll let you check first and resolve that before I
Yeah,
describe everything.
he should have
It
evasion, right?
doesn't happen. If he's full rogue, then yes.
Yes. 5th level, you get uncanny dodge. Is that what we're talking about?
No.
No,
we're talking
evasion.
about
Evasion 7th level.
Oh, aren't we? No, we're
Yeah.
6. I'm in too many
We're
games.
It's all good.
Okay, so now that that's been figured out, so essentially this thing pulls its arms in close and then throws its arms out to the side, and as it does so, an arc of lightning shoots out of its center mass, arcing into each of your center masses. So if you failed, you take 11 points of lightning damage, and you cannot take reactions or use bonus actions until the end of this thing's next turn.
Was this the thing that I was able to use the wind lance for?
Yes.
Okay. So do I still take the damage even if I absorb that, or do I just get a charge?
No, you just get a charge.
Okay.
But you still can't take reactions, or you still failed.
Right. I understand. So, like, I still take the damage.
No. So you
Okay. Got it.
you
Understood.
still failed.
Understood.
You can't take reactions or bonus actions, but
Thank you for
didn't take
clarifying.
because you still failed. I think that's entirely fair. And then everybody else who succeeded, everybody else who succeeded takes half damage, so 6 points of damage.
Are we still stunned?
No, you're not stunned.
Okay, great. So we take half damage. Now, I have uncanny dodge. Can I half the half damage?
To take 3 points of damage?
Yeah.
If you want to, I guess.
Because I have a reaction still.
Oh, okay.
You can use it every turn. It's not one of those one-a-day things, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a reaction ability. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I mean, I have 43 HP, so every little bit counts.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. I think that is its turn. Yeah, that's its turn. All right. That makes it Nyx's turn.
Nyx has
Okay.
advantage if she attacks.
Sweet. Oh shit, she's doing really well today.
Let's go.
21 and a dirty 20. But she is going to take 14 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
So as she lunges forwards to bite it and buries her claws into the center mass of this thing, you can see the electricity arcing through it. And now that there's nothing between her and it appears to do damage if you're attacking it just generally. And like Nyx kind of grunts and recoils with, like, you can see the electricity kind of arcing in between her teeth.
Loopy bear. It's like,
she
Yeah.
pops up.
that's immediately what I pictured in my head.
Cartoon bear touching the what are those things called? The spheres.
Okay. All right, that is her turn. Domino, that makes it your turn.
Exciting. 2 swings with my longsword. Natural 18 and an 11 modified 18. So on fire as well.
Let's go.
Nice.
That is 9.
Looks like I'm the passenger princess today.
Yeah,
20 hit points total.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you just cut through the center mass of this thing twice, and you can see the energy like dissipates around your sword and then reforms. And there's this like staticky sort of screeching noise that now emanates from it. Is that your turn?
It is.
All right, Parenthesar, that makes it your turn.
Going with that Eldritch Blast again.
Pew.
13 misses.
Yes, it does.
But a 21 hits.
I'm pretty sure. No, I mean, let me think about it. Hold on.
Let me think about it.
I mean,
If a 16 just hits, I know for a fact a 21
if I
hits.
have to, I guess I'll allow that.
So for 5 hit points.
Okay. Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
That makes it your turn.
Okay. So, question the first. Can I pass through any squares where my companions are currently
Yes, you
positioned?
can.
Okay, great. However, I don't have enough movement to get into a flanking position. So I'm going to do a thing that I've been hanging on to for a while. I'm going to Misty Step.
Ooh.
Yeah, I took Fey Touched on my last level. So
5, 10.
pop over there. So it's
Nice.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. And then stabby, stabby. And that's with advantage, yes?
Yes.
Awesome. $15 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Okay. Rolling for the second hit. That one's not with advantage.
No, they're both with advantage. You're flanking.
Oh, okay, cool. 25?
That hits, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So that'll be the low damage, but it'll still get sneak attack. So that's 22 damage total.
Okay.
That's a much nicer
Well,
sneak attack than last
it's
time.
low, guys. It's only 22.
Sorry.
I'm all low, guys. It's.
I mean, if he hits me with one lightning and I fail my deck save, I'm probably dead. But like, you know, I can punch pretty hard.
Guys, I only did 50 points of damage this round.
I mean, compared to Artificer Fidget, this guy's a fucking like assassin.
All right. Is that your turn, Fidget?
Yes.
All right. Bavidius, that makes you.
Can I hide first? Sorry.
No, because you Misty Stepped.
Okay. Fair point.
Now you're out in the freaking open, buddy.
All right, so I'm feeling the numbness from the lightning kind of going through my joints. I'm feeling a little seized up, but I still find enough strength in me to swing the wind lance one more time. Or I guess I still get both attacks, right?
Yeah,
Don't
you
like
just can't take a bonus action.
Cool. So it's not the full slow effect. It's just part of it. So I'm still going to take my 2 attacks. In my traditional X pattern. That's a 22 on the first one.
I guess so.
And I'll throw Great Weapon Master on the second one. And that'll be a 17 after the penalty to hit.
That also hits.
All right, so we have 13 damage from the first one and 24 damage from the second one for a total of 37.
Okay.
And I'll just
37. Still useless.
No, so useless.
And I'll just kind of grunt at it and be like, can't keep a good soldier down.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Is that your turn? All right. Randall, that makes it your turn.
Alrighty, this time I'm going to back away even further behind this thing. And I will make my spiritual weapon swing at it. That's a 24.
Yep,
For
I
10
think that hits.
10 force damage. And let's try and toll the dead again.
Oh, because I'm so good at wisdom saves. Let's go.
Why didn't that go through?
I believe.
Okay, let's go through.
Oh, 16.
That saves. You take no damage.
Yay!
And then I duck down behind whatever the hell this thing is
That's the altar.
so that I can't see it anymore.
Okay.
La 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 la, I can't see you.
La 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 la.
Which means it can't see me, right? That's how this
Right.
works.
Yeah, that's totally how it
fighting.
works. So on its turn, it shrinks down into that small sphere that it began as, and then arcs up and over Domino, and ends up in this space over here.
Okay.
So I need everyone within a 15-foot radius of where it is now to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I feel bad now.
Ah, there we go. Now I'm feeling better. I'm on brand again.
Yikes.
I'm within 15
To
feet of
anybody
it.
who
but-
can't see it, he rolled a natural 1 on his
Yes,
Constitution.
he totally botched his con save.
That's better.
No, Nick fails as well. Okay. I think all of you just failed.
Yep,
Parenthesar, did you roll?
I did. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, all of you,
Oof.
every single one of you failed.
My
All right.
plus 1 is a 4.
Yay, team synergy.
What do we have? What do we have to roll? Mine's a 14. My con is 10.
So
Yes.
if you rolled a
Constitution
14,
saving throw.
yeah, with a 10 you get 0.
Yeah.
So whatever your wisdom saving throw is,
No, con, right?
Constitution save.
Con.
or Constitution rather, yeah.
So 10 is a plus 0, so it's just a straight 14, and the save
Correct.
DC was higher.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Got it. Understood.
Shit, hey.
Woo.
Fidget, you might be
Okay.
dead. Oh no, wait, you're out of it.
Fidget, you also get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Ovidius, you don't because you don't get
With one weapon, right? I don't get to
Yes.
attack with both?
No.
Cool. All right. Let's do this. Is it with advantage?
Technically, yes.
Technically, it's my favorite kind. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. For 20 damage, do I still get sneak attack?
No, because you can only do sneak attack once per turn.
10 damage.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Before it lands in its new space and then expands outwards into a sphere that encapsulates all of the space that it normally does, plus a 15-foot sphere outside of it. And as it recedes, all of you take 35 points of lightning damage.
Bam.
I would
Savage.
Bye, guys.
Nyx is no longer a bear.
Are you down, Baranthazar?
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
I am on death saving throws right now.
Oh.
Oh, shit. What did I do? Oh, shit. No, 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 no.
Wes, what did you just do?
What did I do?
You deleted the
Go back
bear!
to the map layer.
Oh, you deleted
Go
the
back to the map
grid.
layer. What, they moved the layers, like they moved the
Yep.
buttons, and my partially autistic ass cannot fucking handle it. Like, they changed it. I can't do it. All right.
They made it easier, Charlotte.
They made it weird, and I don't like it. They changed it. It's different. I hate it. All right. Okay. So Barenthazar is down. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And is anybody else down?
Nope. I'm still kicking.
All right.
I'm doing great.
I'm fine. I feel fine.
That
Wait,
makes
Everything-
somebody's
fine.
been damaged?
I already had damage from before, so because I don't think I got my long rest. So
I'm finally getting some use out of my magical lightning absorbing weapon since I fucking got it.
nice.
We got out of the city
Alright.
and it has been just a stick since then.
You use it as a toothpick every now and then.
Yup.
Fuck, she was here. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. Cure wounds. You heal for 16.
16.
Unless I'm dumb.
Nope, that's
Yeah,
correct.
she upcast it. No, yeah, okay. 16.
But I'm still prone.
You are still prone, but you are no longer dying.
Yay! Thank you, Nix.
Yay! Believe that was for action. Yeah, big. Should she turn into a bear again? Nah, she's not gonna. Alright, Domino, that makes it your turn.
All right, this thing is up.
No kidding.
Okay, that would be modified 14
Misses.
and a modified 10.
Both miss.
All right.
Although, because I'm a super nice person, if you go here, you can be flanking and roll with advantage.
Works for me. I never complained against the DM. Okay, there's a modified 19.
That hits. And then roll again just to make sure you don't crit.
That would be a modified 28. Wow. That's
Did
my
you roll?
highest roll
What?
ever.
Natural
So,
20?
So that would be a crit, right? Nat 20?
it's not a nat 20.
Oh.
What is it?
You have a
nat
plus
20?
9 bonus?
No, I did the math wrong. It was
Oh.
25.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I was like, there's no way that's not a crit.
I
There's no
am
way.
I am dealing 16 hit points of damage to
All right.
the elemental.
Very nice. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Barenthazar, that makes it your turn.
I will use half my movement to pick myself up.
Oh.
And then I will go for Eldritch Blast again.
You are in melee, my dude.
Oh, I'm in melee? Okay, good.
You are.
So I will use my Morning Star.
Okay.
$24.
That hits.
Seven points of damage.
Okay.
Do I have anything worth doing for bonus actions? Nope.
All
I'm
right.
good.
Do fidget.
Okay. I have a Domino set it on fire. What does fire do?
Domino
not
set it
set-
on fire.
No, I just been
Wait, you said-
swinging.
it was just fire damage?
No, just sword.
Okay.
I don't
misunderstood.
think anybody's talked about
We
fire.
mentioned twice we're on fire.
Nobody has done any
I
fire
thought-
stuff.
I thought someone said something about on fire. I'll shut the fuck up. I'm gonna move.
Oh no, sorry. At the very beginning of the combat, somebody asked if anything was on fire, and I said no, not yet.
Okay, cool. 2, 3, and I've learned my lesson. I'm not gonna get too close to this dude. And I'm gonna throw some stabbies.
Okay.
So the first one gets advantage. Or does it? Does it?
Only if you were hiding.
I wasn't hiding.
No, you were not.
So that's a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Sick. And the second one is 12. That does not.
Unfortunately, that's not going there.
That's okay. That's 13 damage.
Okay. This thing is starting to look pretty rough now. A lot of pieces of it are just kind of arcing off and like staticking down into the ground. And instead of kind of arcing back towards it, they just dissipate into the ground. It's not looking super hot. All right, Vividius, that makes it your turn.
Okay. Am I able to use bonus actions again?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to use my fighting spirit to give myself advantage on my attack rolls this turn. And some temp HP. Just in case. And I'm going to run forward 5, 10, 15, 20. Great Weapon Master on the first swing here. With advantage. Coming down. Oh, even without the penalty, that's not a hit. So second attack is an 18.
Yep, that hits.
And so as I I think I catch my axe on a loose flagstone as I'm trying to do an upward stroke as I come in, and it just throws my aim off, and I'm like, God damn it! And I just spear it with the spike at the butt of the blade or of the shaft.
Imagining you stumble, your eyes go super wide, you hear the clippity cloppity of him like, oh shit.
And just double checking here. I think it's only 1s and 2s I can reroll. Yes, so that is 7 damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes, because that was bonus action. That's it.
Randall, that makes it your turn.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself, because
Okay.
now I'm going to try to cast Cure Wounds on myself. Why does it not want to go from that friggin' page?
He's touching himself fine the whole tour, guys.
Like a proper cleric.
Mm-hmm.
For 7 healing. Okay, I'll feel a little bit better. And then I will bring my spiritual weapon forward 20 feet to take a swing at it. So put them right there. That's a 16.
16 just hits.
Just hits for 8 force damage.
Okay. This thing is barely holding itself together.
Back up out of 15 feet.
That's a good idea. I'm going to crawl away and over here.
You're still in 15 feet.
I cannot, with my movement, get out of being 15 feet from this thing.
This is a back door behind, this is a back room behind the
I'm going to the back room there instead.
He's already touched himself behind the altar. Don't tell him about the back room.
Don't tell him about the back door.
No, don't worry. The priest back there is already dead.
I'm crawling around the floor.
I'm just picturing him standing up and going zip, and then just
Anyways, so I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I don't want to.
Too bad.
I don't wanna.
Plus, I'm like 20 feet away now.
You still stand?
Yo.
21.
Oh.
I'm gonna re-roll with my inspiration. 20.
12.
I'm gonna re-roll with my inspiration.
Apparently I'm
That's
determined.
better.
My dice rolls are determined to kill me.
Jeez.
Am I able to re-roll with inspiration too?
Yeah, go for it. Actually, I will tell you guys that if you fail by too much, bad things happen.
Isn't that the general rule of
that's-
D&D, though?
Not good.
It's actually very uncommon to encounter monsters that have a if you fail by 5 or more effect.
Oh,
At
shit.
least in the
didn't know
published
that.
books. If she homebrewed it, then that's another
He's gonna
story.
bamboozle us. One of these days, the monsters we're gonna be like, yeah, we all made our saves, and it's like, did you?
I never homebrew anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Entirely homebrewed campaign. Oh, I don't homebrew things. Okay. So domino.
Yes.
Domino. All right. So I think everybody else succeeded. Oh no,
Nope.
What about
I
Brent?
failed.
I didn't roll for Nyx. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. Oh, she just failed.
Oh no.
Just failed. Okay. Okay. So anybody who failed, which I believe is Baranthazar and Domino
Nyx.
and Nyx, takes 17 points of lightning damage and cannot take bonus actions or reactions. Everybody else takes half damage. And
Back to the death saving throws I
the
go.
closest individual to Domino, which is Bavidius, needs to make another save.
Oh, okay. I don't take the damage because of the wind lance. I just get another charge, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And second save, still Dex.
Still Dex.
Okay. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, so this one you are going to take the damage on.
Okay.
Domino is down.
And sorry, how much damage was it?
It's 14 points of lightning damage.
Okie dokie.
So essentially what happens is all of these bolts arc out of its center mass, and the one that hits Domino, like, seems to, it goes into his chest and then arcs out of his chest and into Bavidius. And I'm imagining it arcs, like, you block the one, you're so busy blocking the one that's coming from it, you don't even think to block the one that's coming from another direction entirely. And
Yeah,
it
I was
hits you in
thinking the
side
same
of the
thing.
face.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Because the reason that one went through is because it's not necessarily targeting you,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why it went through.
Yep, I
The
get it.
first one is absolutely targeting you, but the second one is not. It's just a ricochet.
I'm starting to
just-
understand this thing.
Everybody knows that I am, in fact, being fair. Sort of.
Sort of, yes.
Sort of, kind of, maybe a little bit. Probably, possibly. I don't know. All right. Let's see if Nyx can hit this thing. Ka-chow? Nope. Ka-chow? That one hits. Yeah. All right.
She has advantage.
Oh yeah.
No, wait, Domino's down.
Yeah. No, Domino's down. Yeah. No. Sorry. Hold on. Wait.
He's still imposing.
Wait.
Wait, Punisher.
Right. I'm just realizing she probably should have gone around and healed Domino, because Domino rolled me a death save.
Right, that's a D20.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
D20.
All right, that's a natural 6.
That's a failure. All right, Baranthazar, it makes it your turn.
Rolling a death save.
This thing is barely. Oh, you're down too?
Yep. I only had 16 hit points.
Yay!
But it-
Nice.
Oh,
I'm messing all of you up. This is fantastic.
but it only did 14 damage?
No, it did 17 damage. It did
Oh,
14
fuck
damage
me.
to you on the second one.
Right.
Yeah, I
that's-
did one more damage than I had.
I completely missed the original damage. I only knew what I took.
Is half damage rounded down?
Half damage is rounded up.
Rounded up. Okay.
All right, so I succeeded that first death saving throw.
Okay. Fidget, that makes it your turn.
Okay. So
This thing
all of a
is
sudden it's my turn
barely
because my
holding
friends are dead.
itself together.
Okay. Along with the party, apparently. So
Yep.
that's good. I can't get into flanking. I've got a bit of a dilemma. I could use Dissonant Whispers. which would do, I think, 3.
But would that just be careless?
3d6 damage.
Careless
Wow.
whisper.
Move away, or I can just try and hit it. But the thing is, it's a wisdom save, so I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think if you step behind this large rock that you're standing on and bonus action hide, you'd get advantage.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna do the Bovidius idea. Okay, cool.
Suddenly, Fidget remembers. He's a rogue.
16.
This is
You
going to
might
come
be able
down
to beat them.
to whether or not it sees you. It does not. You just hear behind that rock.
Oh, so close
27?
to a crit.
Yeah, I think that
And
hits.
second attack. 24.
Yep, both of those hit.
That is 25 damage.
Okay. How would you like to do this?
Ooh.
Nice.
So I jump behind the rock. As soon as this explosion happens and all the lightning arcs, I just like basically dive behind the rock and like a little bit glances off my hair. So I've got like singed hair, and I like go like this. Son of a bitch. And I just
No, nothing with the
stand
dude.
up. Does it have eyes? Does it have like a face in any
has-
way?
It doesn't have eyes, but it has like this big O where it's sort of like a mouth.
All right. I aim for the bullseye and just. And as they pass through, they just.
Okay, so everything seems to slow down for a second as your daggers twist through the air, and both of them impact like through the back of where this thing's throat would be. And as they go through the back of its head and burst, the entirety of this thing also bursts, just scattering into thousands of points of light as this thing just dissipates, and then all of the bolts arc off of it and into the ground, just dissipating harmlessly.
Pretty.
It's like the most fucked up firework you've ever seen.
Yeah. Okay. We killed it.
Yay!
Do I still... I don't think I do. No, I don't. Yeah. I gave my potion of healing already, so I can't really help.
To just go for a long rest.
So,
Rendell, we have wounded!
next is gonna go over here and cast Cure Wounds on.
Yeah. Rendell doesn't answer you.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
5,
Rendell
10,
died.
15, 20. I'm not
Oh,
in
no.
initiative. I charge back to the back room and be like, Rendell?
No, there's
Rendell!
two dead clerics.
And I'm going to pour the potion of healing that I have in my bag down Rendell's throat.
Yep.
Domino, you heal for 14.
You heal 7.
Oh, tastes like pennies.
I think Parenthesar, out of fairness, you need to make a death save.
I know. I passed that with a 10.
Okay, so that's 2 successes.
Amino is still down.
No, you're not. You just got
No,
healed
Nick's
for
healed
14.
you.
For how much?
14.
Oh, I thought you said 4.
No.
Okay.
I'll get up and I'll be like, anyone else?
Berenzazan needs your assistance.
Okay. I'll crawl, get over to him.
I'll help you. I'll let you lean on me. I'll even stoop down.
Just does the worm across the floor.
I just like fuck it and put you on my shoulders and you whack your head on the arch.
And I'm back to
Really
being
knocks him back out
unconscious.
again.
Yeah, no. Comedy retract.
Baywatch theme plays in the background.
12 points of healing to breath as well.
Thank
Okay, you can put me down now. I'm just gonna take a nap.
No time for sleeping now. We need to get out of this city.
Oh, I could really use a nap.
I was
So-
just gonna say, Major, is there any way we can just take a small rest?
Can I take a breather at
I
least?
think took it out of us.
You're right. Bandage your wounds. I'll watch the door.
Try to
And-
take a short rest.
Yes.
Okay, so as everyone uncomfortably settles down for a very quick rest after the harrowing experience of fighting sentient lightning, that is where we're going to take a very short break. So we'll see you guys back in a few minutes. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Melody of the Maelstrom. The last we left off, our party was just resting after an encounter with a creature that was formed of nothing more than lightning and malice. That was a good description.
Yeah, that was a better description. I liked fucked up firework, but that was a better description.
Yeah, to everybody who's, I was saying that my descriptions weren't as on par as they usually are this evening, but it seems that I've got it back. So.
So I think we all attempt to take. Are we successful in our short rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
Apologies to all the people who started rolling hit dice and then.
Oh well.
No, can't roll hit dice. Guess I'll die then.
You can still die.
I did hit rest, but it's not showing me up there. Which was it? Let me try again. That's not working. Alright.
This momentary lapse is brought to you by D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Why didn't it? The other fidget.
We don't talk about the other fidget.
We don't talk about it.
So,
The first rule of Fidget Club.
while the new fidget figures his shit out,
It's not working. Why?
I'm taking my rest more or less in the doorway of the chapel, and
Okay.
just keeping my ears open, scanning around for those signs of survivors.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Okie dokie. That's goddamn 11.
So you can't help but be distracted by the echoes of thunder in the distance and the ominous cloud cover that is just like illuminated from the inside with fractals of lightning.
That's pretty cool.
The descriptions went from here to here. This is where they're supposed to be.
The fractals.
The fractals.
So yeah, as
Sorry, everybody, when my brain turns on. This is...
as I hear the lightning peal or the thunder pealing in the distance, I turn back to my friends as I tie off my bandage and say, "Where to next?"
I mean,
Well, either we backtrack and head up to Guardian Cove, probably, or we take the east gate, head over to Belmont.
We still have no way to cross the water, unless you have some means of walking across. So I think Belmont may be our best choice.
I do have that option. I just don't know how safe it would be.
Wait, you have a means to allow us to walk on water?
On water, yes.
Why didn't you lead with that?
You didn't ask.
So we're going to Belmont.
It's my feeling that these forces that we're running into that are causing us so much trouble, they're very focused on the cities. But I'm sure that there are some small towns on the coast in our travels that might be able to provide us with sea transport.
Provided that they haven't been rampaged through as well.
What I'm saying is, it seems like the rampage is localized to the places that we need to go.
I mean,
I surely
kind
have
of-
no objection to following the coast.
I kind of point to like back to where we came from, and I'll say, what about all that forest that we passed through? That wasn't part of the city.
No, you're right.
Like, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really hope I am.
Well, if you're right though, then it might be just us and a handful of stragglers.
And if that is the case, we will defend those stragglers with our lives.
We might need their help.
In either case, we must find them. I agree that keeping to the coast could be a beneficial strategy. Certainly, forests and roads have been no great boon to us thus far.
Ducks. Ugh.
Indeed. The less said about them, the better.
Plus, there was that dead owl. That can't creep me out. That just appeared.
Tasted good.
It was a little gamey for my taste.
Indeed. Whoever killed it should pick a fatter owl next time.
Anybody feeling hot? I feel hot. I'm just gonna go for a walk.
No.
Anybody else feel really uncomfortable?
No going out alone in this storm. We stick together.
Yes, we bunch up so that when a lightning strike does come down, we all take it.
That's what this stick is for, remember?
I'm assuming it can only absorb so much.
It worked well for us in Stormfell. Just stay close.
All right, everyone, follow Bavisius and his rod.
Hey!
Oh,
So,
You're not yourselves, can you?
This is
You
third
just
horn.
like, just
So Bavidius looks at his rod and sets off in the direction it's pointing.
so thank you everyone for joining us for
we won't be here next week. Watch for the next. Watch for the
Dungeons
next.
and Dragons, just a series of dick jokes.
They should call it Dungeons and Dick Jokes. Like just
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
out the preamble.
Take some dorks.
Okay.
D&D.
Oh no, not doors. Anything but doors.
I said dorks, but doors works too.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
The mortal enemy of all
state of door
parties.
existence is doors, particularly trap one.
Nightmares.
Okay, so you guys make your way out into the storm.
Reluctantly.
I
So you guys
guess.
heading towards the coast. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
In the
So
direction of the Belmont.
as you make your way still southward towards the coast, you can all hear the ocean far before you can see it.
Okay.
And it is lucky that Medlow City was built on like an area that was higher than sea level. Because as you guys walk towards the coast, you realize that sea level is much higher than it used to be. And you can see that there are ruins of houses that are just kind of sitting just decrepit in the water as these humongous waves just wash over them, continuing to destroy them. And the detritus of just ruined houses and buildings is just floating persistently in the water and being pushed up onto the shore, which is now a solid 100 or so feet shorter than it probably used to be.
Well, shit.
Yeah. So Grendel, sadly.
No, don't say it. Back to what I was saying to Babis before, that's why I didn't propose the whole walking on water.
Mhm.
See the size of the waves are bigger than us. It's not going to really matter if we walk on it if they're just going to be big enough to take us under.
Can we parkour on water?
Certainly try.
I mean,
I mean, from a metagame
of
perspective,
all of this, of all of us, I think you would be the best test subject. So if you would like to
Go
Pass.
ahead.
stroll out,
No, thank you.
from a metagame perspective, the water walking spell is supposed to actually prevent you from being submerged in the water. So you can get slapped down by a wave, and the spell will cause you to shoot up to the surface.
Mhm.
Like a cork.
Yep.
Along with the bends.
Probably still a very disorienting and uncomfortable experience.
Oh, very likely. But you know, that's been this entire journey so far.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
Nailed it. Disorienting and uncomfortable. Yeah, that's exactly the vibe that I'm going for.
I knew it.
As we travel, I'm gonna keep my eye out for any sort of derelict ships that look like they might be somewhat salvageable. I don't know much about sailing, but I know that like being on the water would probably be faster.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Cool.
Oof.
That one worked. Yeah. Solid 4.
4. There are pieces of wood sticking up out of the water. One of those could be a mast.
Sweet. I'll keep looking.
I'll take a look as well. See if I do any better. Let's find out. Not much better.
Quite a bit better.
I'll get in on the peeping at shit stuff.
Keep
Wait.
That's an at one.
Nice.
Feels like staring at the sun. That's the wrong character. I have a fucking proficiency bonus. There we go. That's an 18.
Okay. So does anybody else want to roll before?
I rolled a 16.
12.
Okay. So
Everybody but me noticed.
everybody but Fidget.
I'm gonna look for boats, guys.
It's looking right, and everybody else is looking left.
I'm like checking the forest, just like
He's looking not even at the water. He's just like turned around, looking the way you came. Like, are they boats there, guys?
guys, I think I see a sail. No, that's leaves. Oh my god, sorry.
All right. Okay. So about a mile or two down the shore, you guys can see a boat that has been washed up onto the shore and beached. And it's lopsided, and the sails are dangling. The ropes are just coiled around and knotted, and just it looks like an absolute wreck. And as you guys get close to it, you can see that there's a very large rock that it's resting upon, which has broken up through the bottom of the hull and into the ship itself.
Well, that one's useless.
Could be treasure.
This is true. Let's go.
Set up a
Fidget, stop
perimeter.
looking
Take a look around.
over here.
What's that?
I said, Fidget, stop looking at the woods. We're over here.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Okay.
But you're looking for a wreck to put wood.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm low on supplies, so it might be.
Let's see if there's
At
any.
least roll investigation.
Okay, so you guys can climb up like into the hole and into the ship if you guys want to.
All right, I'll roll investigation as well.
Okay.
Do I possibly recognize the ship?
Roll me a
18.
history check.
A what check?
Or history check.
Okay. Nope, I don't recognize it. It's a boat.
It's a boat.
That's a boat.
It is not sailing on the seas.
It may have been one that was just newly commissioned, so. Because yeah, you've never seen a ship that's named the Raven before. And so as you guys go up into the ship, into the bowels of the ship, it's incredibly dark in here, first of all. And secondly, you guys immediately notice that there are all of these off-white, like discolored looking large feathers that are just kind of scattered all over the ground.
I will immediately light my torch.
Okay.
And I will immediately dislike this.
So
I'm
As-
looking for Fizzle.
as you all light your torches, you can see that they're in the very back of the base of the ship is all of this dirty, greasy-looking straw that seems to be arranged in like a haphazard sort of circle. And sitting inside of the pile of greasy-looking straw are these 3 off-colored, like brownish, kind of gray sort of eggs.
Fuck it, I'm out of here. Bye.
Mm,
Can I
Doing
roll
this.
to see if I recognize the feathers?
Yeah, you can certainly try. Roll me a nature check.
Okay. 12.
These are from a large winged creature.
A large winged creature. Well, at least I know it's large. Okay,
Roll a 12. There's only so much that I can give
that's
you.
cool. I'm going to stick with the 23 I rolled on investigation to try and find cool stuff.
Okay. So as you guys are catch sight of the eggs, you guys hear this loud and then
A
the
loud
sound
what?
of foot thump,
Okay.
and then the sound of footsteps moving across the top of the deck.
I grip my morning star.
I'm going to quickly roll stealth.
Oh, bother.
24.
Yeah, you just kind of delve into the shadows and disappear.
I'm going to get
Fidget.
close to the ladder.
Fidget, can you go scout ahead? Fidget?
And in your head, Rendell, you hear already on it.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Okay, so you hear another thump as whatever this is just drops down the ladder, and then it makes its way across the other deck. Just like, and it sounds like the sound of like wet bare feet just kind of slapping against the wood.
Huh.
This is a giant duck. I'm going to lose my shit.
I wouldn't put it
Frantically
past her.
rewrites.
Asmoduck has risen.
That's ridiculous.
Asmoduckius.
Not again.
Yeah. All right.
And we
So-
don't have a blade.
As all of you stand there with your torches lit, you can hear the footsteps go down to the next stairwell, and then stop, as whatever is up there probably sees the light of your torches, just illuminating the very depths of this ship. Before you hear, "Hey, who's down there?"
Survivors of Stormfell. Who are you?
Survivors of Stormfell. What's that?
I look at the guys. The capital city. It was the capital, right? Or there isn't really a capital, it's just the 7 cities. DM?
It-
Help?
It kind of it
Or
really
not.
was the capital.
Okay.
Like, it was the most powerful city out of all
Yeah,
of them,
okay.
So,
I knew it was the most powerful. I wasn't sure if we ever officially called it the capital.
it doesn't help that each city is a capital in and of itself.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'll rephrase that then. You know not of Stormfell, the great city of the western coast?
I'm gonna go with no.
Curious.
Also, you didn't touch my eggs, did you? And you hear like fluttering before this very large creature like drops down on the nest, and you can see that it's a woman? Question mark. So this completely naked humanoid female with like this greasy brown hair, this dirty skin, and these off-white wings that like jut out of her back. And she like crouches over the eggs and goes hiss, and actually literally says the word. You stay away
Nobody's
from
gonna.
my eggs. Hiss.
No, we did not touch your eggs. We are not in the habit of disrupting a nest. Especially when we know not what made it. What is your name, fair lady?
Foot.
What?
I miss Foot.
You say what?
Foot? As in F-O-O-T?
Foot.
Don't be weird about it.
What? You've never heard a name before?
No, it is a beautiful name for, surely a beautiful soul.
Oh, thank you, handsome. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Now
I'm
picturing
afraid
your
I've given
offspring,
my
and it's
I'm
dirty.
afraid I've given my heart to the service, but I appreciate the
Well, if you ever want to give something else to somebody else, you know.
Povidius blushes very redly and clears his throat.
Your hat frantically
Yeah.
changing
No,
colors.
no. The hat is just beet red with embarrassment. My mood hat.
If you'd
Uh,
like, I can show you my mating dance.
that will be quite unnecessary. Uh, Look, we are just passing through. We were looking for survivors from the city over there.
What city was that?
Medlow.
The one that's literally still in eyesight, like right over there.
Oh,
A lot of us are
yeah,
charred cinder right
okay.
now, so
Okay. Yeah. So, like, you're looking for people from there?
If there
I
are
haven't
any
seen it.
remaining. Did you see?
But, if you're looking for people in general, you can probably keep heading that way and you can find some. There's some assholes who live along the coast that like to step on eggs.
Very well. We were planning to continue journeying along the coast. Do you know how far they might be?
Can you fly?
No.
Well then it's probably a couple days walk for you.
Very good. And, did you happen to see what started all those fires the other day?
Oh yeah, it was kind of hard to miss. The big red lizard thing.
Fuck.
Like a big red lizard thing.
looks like I might get a matching set for the boots.
I just kind of nod and say, thank you for concerning my suspicions.
Concerning you what?
Thank you for the information.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you
We'll leave the
all
eggs.
right here with your boat?
Yeah, it's actually much nicer digs than I usually have. I get some crag on the cliff most of the time, and you know the eggs get all cold. But like you got them in one of these wooden things, and like they're all nice and warm, and I can go fishing, and it's actually pretty nice.
Well, in that case, we shall leave you to your eggs.
Are you sure you don't want to stay for dinner? I got a tuna.
I think we're
The
think-
video's in your head. We are
Yeah, no.
super short.
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea.
I put my hand over Domino's mouth and say, I think we're ready to journey on. We are on quite an urgent mission.
Are you absolutely sure that you don't want any,
Major, I think you should take the offer.
I look over at Domino's eyes, I look down at Domino's breeches. I'm
We're
like,
beat. We're beat up.
very well.
oh my god, it actually worked. Hold on. Okay. She like flies up.
I can't outside.
really heavy.
Not to
Hold on,
laugh.
I'm getting the tuna. It's really big. It's a big one. I'm really excited about it.
While she is gone,
He-
I'm
she-
gonna look for loot.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I rolled one earlier. Would it still apply, or will I have to roll?
Oh, yeah. This was, although I did tell you, like, I just told you about the feathers. So if you want to continue investigating, you're gonna have to go up more into the ship because you found everything that's down here.
Okay, yeah.
I'll look. I'll look at Fidget. Go. Let's go. Let's look around.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep
Be
looking.
careful.
Maybe.
careful.
I
Be
make
careful,
zero
tuna, man.
promises.
I wasn't talking to her.
Okay. So you guys go up onto the next level, which is where all of the cannons were stored, and you can see a lot of them as the ship was potentially capsized at one point. Like there's a few cannons that are definitely not where they're supposed to be. You can see like dents and broken pieces of wood in the ceiling where all of them seem to have pinballed around in here as the ship was being tossed. And a few of the holes in the side of the ship where the cannons are supposed to poke out of have just been smashed and shattered as the cannons just continued on their way out of the boat. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it just seems like, this boat was grabbed by a couple very large hands and went chicka 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 chicka, and then somebody put it back down.
Right.
So it is absolute chaos in here.
All right. But no quarters on this.
Not on this level, no.
Keep going.
Where we go?
Okay. So you guys go up to the next level, and this is where all the quarters would be. And there are a bunch of like twisted, broken hammocks. There's a lot of like those boxes that they would have that they kept their possessions in. A lot of them have been thrown about, and the possessions in them have been scattered and lost. But
Can I roll investigation
you do manage to find 15 pieces of gold, just kind of smattered all over the place.
Sweet.
All right.
And beyond the regular quarters, you can see the double doors that are slightly ajar of the captain's quarters.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in there.
I generously give the gold to Barenthazar because I have 400, so I'm okay. We just haven't run into anybody I can use it with. Yeah, I'll follow him into the captain's quarters.
Okay. So as you go into the captain's quarters, you can see that there was once there was a hammock here, and it's like twisted and kind of bunched up close to the ceiling. There was a desk that's been shoved over to the side and and fallen onto its face, and a very large chest that's just kind of sitting on its back. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Fidget, do your thing.
Okay, I am going to do the smart thing that most thieves in D&D don't do, and I'm going to check if it's unlocked.
It is not.
It is not unlocked,
It is not unlocked.
so it is locked. Okay,
It is locked. It is a locked chest.
so then I'm going to pick the lock.
You can certainly try.
What should I roll for that? Sleight of hand?
Yeah, so it's a sleight of hand check with your proficiency bonus if you have proficiency with thieves' tools.
I do. Okay. So that's a 23 plus 3 is a 26.
So whilst making unblinking eye contact with Parenthesar, you just chink, and the lid just falls open, revealing some very finely made clothes. A dagger that is golden and has a very large ruby that is set in the hilt, and 15 platinum pieces.
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand real quick and see if I can get that dagger out of there without anybody seeing it.
Okay,
'Cause I'm
so you
opening
roll
the-
sleight of hand,
yeah.
and Parenthesar rolls
He'll look
perception.
at you and
and
look
that's
at you and
the
be
way
like,
she
"I
goes.
didn't see it. You didn't see it."
No, I want you to not see
Yeah, he wants you to not see it at all.
it.
You don't even get to comment whether or not you saw it.
Rob, I love you. Fidget, meh.
So did you roll your perception check?
Rob,
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Yes.
You're
Only
great
other
now.
person in the room, bro.
I don't perceive anything. I rolled 6 plus 3, a 9.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
steal way more shit, man.
yeah.
Oh
I'm gonna
no, what's
platinum.
with this empty chest?
Oh, wow. So many clothes in it. How boring.
So I'm gonna. It's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna snag the dagger and like quickly pop it like in the back of my belt, and then pull my shirt over it, and then pocket 3 of the platinum pieces,
Okay.
and then hold up the last 2 and go 50-50?
Sure.
15. 15 pieces of
15.
15? Oh, well then I'm gonna take 10.
I was gonna tell you anyways. I'm like, dude, there was
Oh
15 in there.
no.
To
You're
take
only
more.
Oh, you said
5.
there were 5.
What a shame.
And then just be like, you have 3, I have 2?
Sure.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Hey,
Wow.
whether I know it or not, 3 platinum is still 3 platinum.
Rogues are the devil.
So what should I call this dagger in my inventory? Does it have a name, or is it just a dagger?
It's just a pretty gold dagger with a ruby in the hilt.
Pretty gold dagger with ruby. $9.99.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Available on Amazon.
Hmm.
Oh, I got the Temu dagger.
Calm dagger.
At least it wasn't the wish dagger.
You start moving the ruby and realize that it's A, not set properly, and B, not actually a ruby. It's made of plastic.
Yeah, the wish dagger is in fact a hammer.
It's actually an envelope opener.
Yeah. Timu,
Just
the
a
Wish
drawing
version of
a
Wish.
dagger. Okay. Yeah.
With
So
very heavy pockets.
I'm gonna go over to the desk and go, hey, Parenthesar, help me with this. See if we can get it upright so that I can search the drawers.
Oh.
We can search the drawers because it's a team play.
Yeah.
I mean, wait.
So it's an athletics check, right? For me to help move it
sure.
upright.
Yeah, and I'll give him the help action because my athletics are shit.
You're helping.
Nat 20.
Hey, he helped.
Whilst making unblinking eye contact with Fidget, you reached down with one hand and just set it upright.
Nice.
Just looks at me. Here's another 5. Kidding.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Flinch
That'd
like
be nice.
that.
Sharing is caring. But
I
except when
did
you're
share. He got his cut.
Yeah, I mean, there's no
Um,
parameters of how much you need to share, so technically.
Exactly.
All right.
I mean, when you get right down to it, he did precisely get his cut. You just got everyone else's.
Yeah. Everything's fine. It's all good.
Don't worry. I've got an idea. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. So I'll search the desk. Should I roll another investigation check with this?
Yes, indeed, you should.
Okey-doke.
Big money, no whammies. Woo!
25.
Okay, so in the first drawer, you find a bunch of like cartography tools and navigational tools, particularly for voyage upon the sea, like a sextant and all of that.
Taking.
In the following drawers, you find a bunch of soggy, mostly dissolved paper. Because this desk was underwater for a bit.
Well, I search it for anything that might be salvageable, but for the most part, if it's useless, I'll just move on.
Yeah, parchment that gets wet is not exactly the best. It's kind of a grayish kind of slop at the bottom of the
Yeah,
drawer.
it's mushment. Okay, are there any other drawers? Just the two.
Just so like in every other drawer there was paper.
Oh, okay, I see.
So it's probably like navigational charts and maps and
Sure.
inventory lists and lists of, you know, people that worked for the captain and all those sorts of things that you would probably find in a captain's desk. But unfortunately, you find what remains of them.
Practice signatures. Him writing Dr. Matey over and over again, trying to get it just right.
In that weird S.
Right, yeah, totally. Yeah, so I'll probably just like pull out the navigational stuff and just be like, this will be useful if we get on the seas. I can't imagine anybody brought this kind of thing with us. Is there anywhere else to look?
Not really.
All right. Is there another level above us, or is that the main deck?
That's the main deck.
Yeah, I know I'm good. Tuna Lady can work her magic.
All right.
Tuna
Let's go.
lady. As soon as she comes down and puts it down, I'm like, whew, that is a smelly fish.
Oh, that's not the fish.
Oh.
Later.
No!
See, we don't just make dick jokes.
More egg.
Domino, are you sure you want to go through with this?
I'm having second thoughts. Although we would have cover.
Oh, you guys gonna be staying for the evening? I can arrange that.
I suppose you are able to cure disease.
You would certainly have to make a donation to Bahamut for that.
Yeah. Is that like bird flu? How does that work? Oh man, I got bird herpes again.
Oh no! That'd be just
Wouldn't
herpes.
it just be harpies?
There you go, harpies. I love that. That's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I got harpy again.
Well,
All right.
if you do,
Yeah.
more power to you. And as she sets up the cooking fire, I'll set up.
Electric fire. She just takes a bite out of the tuna.
Oh dear.
Again, what do you know?
You guys gonna have some? It's good tuna. It's like freshly caught.
This is when I make my appearance for the first time because I was super.
Yep.
I just come down and I go, "Hey guys, I found some navigational." Well, look.
Yes, Fidget. We've been invited to stay for dinner.
Cool.
You can have a
I'll
bite. You can
I'll-
just take a bite.
I'll carve off some slabs of tuna and build a cooking fire.
Hiss. What are you doing to it?
Cooking it so that we can eat it.
What?
Would I know anything about raw fish and humanoid digestive systems?
No, but Rendell might.
I am proficient in survival and medicine,
Okay, then maybe.
And you also live.
but
in a
I do
coastal
expect
town.
Rendell would probably know better.
River.
In the ocean,
Yeah,
everything.
Conk knows better. Rendell would probably know better.
Sorry, I spaced out. What were we talking about?
Raw fish. And not like
What about it?
sushi raw fish, like legitimate off the bone
Raw
raw
fish.
tuna. Can we eat it?
Like grass bed of the ocean by a bird lady tuna.
Tuna is sushi.
I caught it with my feet.
I mean, can you eat it? Yes. Should you eat it?
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
continue building the cooking fire.
Probably not raw. There is a chance that you get parasites from it, and that's never fun.
Yeah, you gotta prepare it like they do at the sushi restaurant, and I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna build a cooking fire.
Although technically, like with crabs, I could designate worms and parasites as an enemy, and then spirit guardians, and eliminate all parasites.
Let's do that. That sounds like a good use of our time.
Right?
Let's just cook it. Save your magic for more pertinent issues. Seared tuna sounds amazing.
I can't believe you ruined a perfectly good tuna.
I can't
You might
believe
be
you're
surprised.
alive eating raw tuna.
I've got a strong stomach.
Evidently.
So, what's your name?
Foot.
Sure said it's foot.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Foot.
It's nice to meet you. Didn't
I'm
get your
Knuckle.
name. Knuckle.
Yeah. My friends call me Knuckle.
Okay. My great aunt is named Knuckle.
That's cool. So, whereabouts are you from?
Well, here mostly. But also there's cliffs a little bit that way from here, where the rest of my family kind of is.
Oh, okay. Well,
My
why-
sister
why-
prostate's kind of an asshole, so I don't really, you know, hang out with them very much anymore.
Oh, are you the what do they call it? The blackbird, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, all my family died in a fire.
That's rough, buddy.
Anyways,
You want to do that?
sure.
Did your family die in that fire, or like a different fire?
Oh, different fire, different
A
fire.
different. Oh, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
a long
Okay.
time ago, many, many fires ago.
Oh, yeah. That that sucks. I'm sorry.
You know, it happened. I mean,
You know-
everybody that was on this ship is dead. Kind of worked out for you, so I'm sure someone benefited from it.
Oh yeah, it super worked out for me. Now I've got a nice warm boat to have my eggs in.
Yeah, where'd all the people go, by the way?
All the people that were here?
Yeah.
No, they burned in the fire.
All the people in the boat?
Oh no, all these people drowned.
Oh,
I
okay.
watched it. It was very entertaining.
Oh, okay, cool.
Screaming and then silence.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
Never a dull moment.
You're all right, Foot.
No thanks,
I'm
Knuckles.
wondering, how do
You
you
all-
feel about adventuring?
Adventure?
You all loudly hear Bovidius grinding his teeth.
I,
I would.
you know,
You're cute and everything. I can't eat my eggs.
Oh yeah, your eggs. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get between a mother and their young. That's not right.
But I'll name one of them Knuckle after you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Well, if everybody's finished their meal, it's been an absolute pleasure making your acquaintance today, Foot, but we do have a pressing journey ahead of us, and we really must carry on.
Well, you sure you don't want to stay for the evening? It gets kind of flighty out there at night.
Also,
Oh, it's the waves. The storm kind of gets really bad, and yeah, all the stuff from the ocean kind of gets washed up on the shore. So,
What kind of
and then
stuff?
things that come out of the ocean, like creepy, scary, spooky things.
okay. Can you describe the scary?
Well, they kind of look like me, but without wings. And they got like sort of greenish, kind of scaly skin, and like these little fish-like faces. And there's this one that has like a fish-like face and a really nice kind of vest and no pants.
Oh, it's just Winnie Pooh in it. Okay.
That sounds like
sure.
the brother, doesn't it? That we fought in the Druid Grove.
Mm,
well, up to the fish head.
Sounds more
Well,
like his sister, and I
He's
point at
Genasi,
Rendell.
right?
I mean,
Can I roll something to see if I would recognize that description?
Sure. I described multiple things.
Yeah. Like just if I would recognize what kind of creature she's talking about. The ones that come out of the ocean. What should I roll? Like nature?
Yeah, nature.
Okay. 12.
Okay, so the things with the fish heads and the scaly skin are probably Kuatoa.
Hmm.
The other description wasn't apt enough to kind of get a really good handle on what it probably is.
Sure.
But nice vest.
I'm gonna roll a nature check for it.
Okay.
Nope. 9.
Fish people? Question mark.
These people?
I look
Okay,
at the
so
literal fucking sailor. Anything come to mind?
oh. 2 things, yeah. Either Kuatoa or Sahagin. I'm hoping for Kuatoa. They're usually not as feisty. Usually. Although they do have nets. And those can be a pain.
Hates nets.
How far do they tend to range from the water?
Oh, it depends on what food is.
Right, but
So
like
if
how far
they
out
find
will they-
food, they stop and then they go back. But if they don't find food, then they just kind of wander until the sun comes up.
Have they ever come as
See.
far as the boat?
Yeah, I kind of got a hit. Most of the time they leave me alone though, because I'm also a creature of the ocean. So I'm still very protective of my eggs, though. Don't get me wrong. Knuckle is gonna have a good mama.
We can tell.
Indeed.
She her wings puff up a little bit, like she's proud. She's a proud
Little
bird.
face.
Well, perhaps we should stay here for the shelter, and then we
Yeah.
can observe the Kuatoa or Sajin, whatever they may be, from a position of strength. and at least it's defensible. I certainly would recommend a couple of us keep watch, but
You just want to put a foot in your mouth. Be honest.
not sure I get the humor in that, but
Because her name's Foot.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose there's no sense in turning down perfectly good shelter.
Live results coming in over the show.
Very well, Foot. We will remain here for the evening as your guests.
I mean, only if it's not in a position,
Not at all. Perhaps we can help deal with your Kuatoa problem.
It's just the first time in a long time that, like, humanoids like you haven't immediately tried to kill me out of the gate, so it's kind of really refreshing.
Well, frankly, you just didn't seem particularly threatening. You are, after all,
Now, hold on a minute.
completely
Well,
naked.
No, I'm scary. I can be scary.
You talked to us before anything else. That's automatically disarming.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's kind of my bad. But look, listen, I had a tuna and I'm lonely.
Well, we shall be your guests this evening.
The individual that fathered these eggs never called me back.
Well, when we go by the cliffs, if we see him, we'll give him a piece of your
We'll
mind.
murder him. I mean, yeah.
That is not what I was getting at.
I mean,
Do you want us to murder him?
A little bit, yeah.
Fuck.
Davidius, what are you
All right.
into?
A vendetta against Harpy.
Ah,
If we meet him, we will kill him for you, I suppose, as part of the rules of hospitality. We will honor them.
I kind of really like the rules of hospitality. Those seem like my sort of. If anybody's wronged any of you, I will happily drop them off a cliff for you. Like, no hesitation.
Funny you should mention it. I go into a litany of all of the fucking bad guys that we've encountered so far.
She's kind of sitting there like, well, not that one. No, not that one. Also not that one. I could maybe try, but like, definitely not that one.
I mentioned Stu at the end.
That guy, I could definitely drop off a cliff.
He's certainly the worst of the bunch.
I would happily drop anybody who talks weird off a cliff.
I squint at her a little bit, shake my head, and say, "Well, I'll take first watch."
Okay.
I will join you.
All right. So, as all of you prepare to rest for the evening in this harpy's lair, that seems like a pretty good place to end this session for this evening. I'm not looking forward. I'm not looking forward to having to do an ad read as Foot in the future.
Gonna have to start rolling a d12 at this rate.
No.
The
So
extra
the
numbers
eight is
are
just
all you.
I roll an 8, and then I have to roll a different,
Yeah,
another
an 8 and a
die to
4.
Yeah, because it's between protein and stew and now Foot. Oh man! All right. So thank you everybody for joining us for this odd episode of Melody of the Maelstrom. And thank you to our sponsors, D&D Beyond and Effects May Vary. Make sure you check out our Patreon and make sure you check out our merch page where we have super cool things that you guys could, you could purchase if you wanted to. We're not going to force you. And make sure you check out the other streams on this channel. We've got Abomination Alley. Finally remember the name of that stream, which happens on Tuesday evenings. And our best buddies, False Skull and Knights, and they stream on Wednesday evenings. And I hear, rumor has it, that they love getting swear timers put on them. They love it. So, like, don't tell
They
them that
texted
we
me the
sent
other
you.
day and were like, "Do you have any extra swear timers? We really need."
Yeah, and I was like, oh man, I'm fresh out of swear timers. I'm
Totally
so
out of it.
sorry. You're gonna,
I'd have
you know, you're gonna have to ask somebody else because, like,
in this
unfortunately,
economy.
So yeah, go visit them and annoy them on our behalf because they love it. Does anybody have any shows coming up?
Well, Hot Apollo has a couple coming up in June, and Mute Sounds as well. But I'll give details once I have like dates from.
Okay.
We're back on the road.
Anybody else? Bueller?
Face Value, my original hardcore punk band, has a show July 26th at No Class in Cleveland.
Awesome.
Okay. So with all of the show dates out of the way, I think that is everything for this evening. And if you've made it this far, guess what? You're one of our favorites. Don't tell anybody else because everybody wants to be our favorite, and only you guys get to be our favorites.
It's a very
And
exclusive club.
the best thing that you can possibly do is share the stream. Tell your friends. Go to a family gathering and spill it out in the mashed potatoes, and everybody will love it.
With the gravy.
With the gravy, obviously. You can't have, or just like take all of the little nubbins of corn and just spell out the the link to the Twitch, just like in the
Make the Q&R code.
I was just gonna say QR corn.
They get. Oh, can you QR corn? That's great. I love that so much. Yeah, make a QR corn. I think I
Kyle's
just
dying
broke.
slowly
I
inside.
just broke Kyle. He's like, these are getting too ridiculous.
It's like technically you can QR corn, I guess.
Yeah, you can QR corn if you have to. Okay, so with that being said, we will see all of you in 2 weeks when you tune in next time. Bye, guys!